The Tarim Basin. This vast expanse of land located in the heart of western China is a place of stark beauty and harsh realities. It is a region that has fascinated explorers and scientists alike, drawing them in with its enigmatic allure and challenging them with its unforgiving environment. A vast desert in western China. The Tarim Basin is home to the Taklamakan Desert, one of the largest and most inhospitable deserts in the world. This desert stretches over 337,000 square kilometers, making it larger than the entire country of Germany. It's one of the most desolate places on Earth. The landscape is dominated by endless sand dunes, some of which reach heights of over 300 meters. The sheer scale and emptiness of the desert can be overwhelming, creating a sense of isolation and insignificance. It's called the Sea of Death. This ominous name is well-deserved, as the desert has claimed the lives of countless travelers over the centuries. The extreme temperatures, lack of water, and treacherous terrain make it a perilous place to venture into. The Taklamakan Desert sits inside the basin. It is a place of shifting sands and ever-changing landscapes. The wind constantly reshapes the dunes, creating a dynamic and unpredictable environment. It's the largest shifting sand desert in the world. The dunes are in a constant state of flux, moving and changing with the wind. This makes navigation incredibly difficult as landmarks can disappear overnight. Sand dunes stretch as far as the eye can see. The desert is unforgiving. The relentless sun beats down, and the temperatures can soar to over 50 degrees Celsius in the summer. The heat is oppressive, and the lack of shade makes it even more unbearable. Temperatures soar in the summer, water is scarce. The few oases that exist are often separated by vast distances, making survival a constant struggle. The scarcity of water has shaped the lives of the people who live on the fringes of the desert, forcing them to adapt in remarkable ways. For centuries, this desert was a barrier. It stood as a formidable obstacle to trade and travel, isolating the regions on either side. The harsh conditions deterred all but the most determined and resourceful individuals. It separated people and cultures. The desert created a natural divide, shaping the history and development of the surrounding areas. The isolation fostered unique cultures and traditions, but also limited interaction and exchange. Only the bravest traders dared to cross it. The Silk Road, one of the most famous trade routes in history, passed through the edges of the Taklamakan Desert. Traders risked their lives to transport goods between east and west, navigating the treacherous terrain with the help of camels and caravans. It was a journey of risk and danger. The desert was unforgiving, and many perished along the way. Sandstorms could appear without warning, and the extreme temperatures tested the limits of human endurance. Yet, the promise of wealth and adventure drove traders to take on the challenge. But China had a bold vision: to tame this wilderness. In recent years, the Chinese government has undertaken ambitious projects to transform the desert. These efforts include afforestation programs, water management initiatives, and infrastructure development aimed at making the region more habitable and accessible, to connect its distant corners. The goal is to integrate the remote regions of western China with the rest of the country, fostering economic development and improving the quality of life for the people who live there. And so, the Tarim Desert Highway was born. This engineering marvel stretches over 500 kilometers, cutting through the heart of the Taklamakan Desert. It is a testament to human ingenuity and determination, providing a vital link between the isolated communities of the region. A ribbon of asphalt cutting through the sand, the highway has transformed the region, making it possible to travel across the desert in a matter of hours rather than days. It stands as a symbol of progress and a beacon of hope for the future of the Tarim Basin. China is a land of vast distances, with diverse landscapes ranging from lush forests to arid deserts. One of the most challenging terrains is the expansive desert regions, which have long been seen as barriers to development and connectivity. The Tarim Basin, a vast desert area, stood between the east and west of China. This region, though harsh and seemingly inhospitable, held significant strategic importance due to its location and untapped resources. Recognizing this, the Chinese government embarked on an ambitious plan to connect the region. This was not just about building infrastructure, it was about transforming the desert into a vital economic corridor. The primary motivation was to access the rich resources buried beneath the desert sands. The Tarim Basin is known to hold vast reserves of oil and natural gas, which are crucial for fueling China's growing economy. These reserves, once tapped, could significantly boost the country's energy supply, reducing dependence on foreign oil and gas imports. The potential economic benefits were immense. With a steady supply of energy, industries could thrive, cities could expand, and overall economic growth could be sustained. This was a crucial step in China's long-term development strategy. However, the challenge was not just in extracting these resources, but also in transporting them. The harsh desert terrain made it difficult for trucks and other vehicles to navigate, posing a significant logistical hurdle. To overcome this, the government decided to construct a highway through the desert. This highway would serve as a lifeline, facilitating the easy movement of goods and resources. The newly constructed highway would open up the region, making it more accessible and attractive for investment. It would connect remote areas to major cities, fostering economic integration. The highway would not only boost the economy by facilitating trade and commerce but also create numerous jobs in construction, maintenance, and related industries. This would lead to a ripple effect of economic activity. As a result, local communities would benefit immensely. Improved infrastructure would lead to better living conditions, access to services, and overall enhanced quality of life for the people residing in these areas. This was a strategic decision carefully planned and executed by the government. It was about more than just economic gains. It was about ensuring long-term stability and prosperity for the nation. Ultimately, the decision to take on the desert was a decision for progress and prosperity. It showcased China's determination to overcome natural barriers and transform challenges into opportunities for growth. Building a highway in the desert is a huge challenge. The shifting sands are a nightmare. They can bury a road overnight. The heat is unbearable. It can reach over 50 degrees Celsius. Water is scarce. Workers face dehydration. Machinery overheated. Sandstorms were frequent. They could blind workers. They could halt construction for days. The remoteness added to the difficulty. Supplies had to travel long distances. Medical help was far away. But the workers persevered. They were determined to conquer the desert. Engineers used ingenious solutions. They had to stabilize the sand dunes. They used a technique called sand stabilization. They planted vegetation. The roots held the sand in place. The road surface was specially designed. It could withstand the extreme heat. It was also made to reflect sunlight. This reduced heat absorption. Elevated sections were built. These allowed sand to blow underneath. Bridges were constructed over dry riverbeds. This prevented flooding during rare rain events. Section 5. A lifeline in the desert. How the highway helps people. The highway is a lifeline for desert communities. It has brought many benefits. Travel time has been reduced drastically. What used to take days now takes hours. Trade and commerce have flourished. Goods and services are transported easily. The highway has improved access to healthcare and education. People can now reach hospitals and schools quicker. It has brought prosperity to the region. New businesses have sprung up along the route. Section 6. More than just a road. The highway's impact on China. The Tarim Desert Highway is more than just a road. It's a symbol of China's ambition. It showcases its engineering prowess. It has strengthened national unity. It has connected remote communities. The highway has boosted tourism. People come to see the desert landscape. They stop at oasis towns. This brings income to local communities. The highway has transformed the region. It has brought progress and development. Section 7. The Green Challenge. Protecting the desert environment. Building a highway in a fragile ecosystem is risky. The construction had an impact. There were concerns about disturbing the desert environment, but China took steps to minimize damage. Environmental impact assessments were conducted. They identified sensitive areas. Construction was carefully planned to avoid these areas. The highway was designed to blend in with the landscape. Section 8. A balance of progress and preservation. Protecting the desert is crucial. China has implemented strict environmental regulations. Pollution control measures are in place. They monitor air and water quality. Waste disposal is closely managed. Reforestation programs are underway. Trees are planted along the highway. This helps to stabilize the sand. It also provides habitats for wildlife. The goal is to achieve a balance. Progress without destroying the environment. Section 9. The Road Ahead, the Future of the Tarim Desert Highway. The Tarim Desert Highway is a marvel of engineering. Stretching over 500 kilometers, it cuts through one of the most inhospitable terrains on Earth, connecting remote regions and fostering economic growth. It stands as a testament to human ingenuity. The construction of this highway required overcoming extreme temperatures, shifting sands, and scarce water resources. Engineers and workers toiled day and night to bring this vision to life. It has transformed the Tarim Basin. Once an isolated and barren landscape, the region now thrives with new opportunities. The highway has opened up access to natural resources, agricultural lands, and trade routes. It has brought prosperity and connected communities. Local businesses have flourished, and residents now have better access to education, healthcare, and markets. The highway has become a lifeline for many. The highway will continue to play a vital role. As technology advances, we can expect to see more innovative solutions being implemented, such as smart traffic management systems and autonomous vehicles. It will facilitate further development in the region. New infrastructure projects are already underway, aiming to expand the highway and improve its capacity to handle increasing traffic and trade. China is committed to its upkeep. Regular maintenance and upgrades ensure that the highway remains safe and efficient for all users. Government officials frequently inspect the highway to oversee these efforts. They are constantly improving its safety and efficiency. New safety barriers, advanced monitoring systems, and cutting-edge technology are being integrated to enhance the overall driving experience. The Tarim Desert Highway is a road to the future. It symbolizes progress, innovation, and the relentless human spirit to overcome challenges and build a better tomorrow. A future where progress and preservation go hand in hand. Efforts are being made to balance development with environmental conservation, ensuring that the unique desert ecosystem is protected for generations to come.